What's going on out there in YouTube and Rumble land? Oh, I know we're all going through it. We are. This retrograde has been nothing but just ugh. And not really ugh. That's unfair. But you understand what I'm saying. It's not that it's hard or anything like that. It's just, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Because shit that normally takes, because, shit that normally goes at a snail's pace in general is even going even slower. It's just like, oh. But, hey, we're still alive, we're still kicking. I mean, come on, if you're watching this, she got up today, you woke up. That's not a bad thing. So, you gotta kind of weigh the pros with the cons and kind of go with it. But thank you for the likes, the shares, the subs, donations, all that fun stuff. Everything in does fact help. 1:23 on the clock. Starting out with the Ten of Pentacles, or the Ten of Wands and the Hanged Man. We know how to pull ourselves out. Well, we may not know the whole plan, but we know at least, because it's like we've worked our way to get to this point right here. We have. And this point really isn't stable. Trust me, that resonates with me a whole hell of a lot in general. But fear not. Fear not. Oh, so. I just love it. I had to update my headphones because they had updated firmware. And it's funny because these things like to have a mind of their own. But when you spend a lot of money on headphones and shit like that, you tend to use them. And that's why I bought them, was because I knew I'd get a lot of fucking use out of them. They're really good headphones. That Ten of Wands is still, the Ten of Wands with the Ace of Wands. That Ten of Wands is still in the bottom of that damn deck. You going through it? I mean, my situation, it isn't exactly rainbows and unicorns and lollipops, but I mean, I personally speaking, don't think it's that bad myself. I've been in a lot worse situations. So, I'm sure we all have. I'm sure we've all been in a lot worse situations than what we're currently in. But you're being watched over. I mean, if you couldn't tell that one, you're being watched over. And some of you are starting to come into your truth. While some of you are starting to come into your truth and starting to get to that point, I'm going to say the other half of us are right here. Sitting there and being extremely, extremely picky on who we talk to, who we share with, who we're looking at. Because our truth is legitimately a tower. Knight of Cups with the Sun. Come on. If that's not saying love's not coming in, I don't know what is. Plain and simple. So, I mean, we're getting ready to have. If that's not love coming in, and my phone just fucking went. Mind you, it wasn't right as I was saying it, but it was still within what, 5 seconds? Still counts in my eyes. Oh. So let's sit here. 4 cups. You're being shown something. You're being shown something majorly. You're being shown something. Now, I'm going to use this as a metaphor, but if you turn the fuck around, you might see what you're looking for. I'm just saying. Not literally turn around. I mean, hell, you might if you're missing something, but see, if you turn around, you will literally see what's going down. I say you'll literally see what's going down. And my earphones just disconnected from the phone. Hold on 1 second. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. Okay, hopefully everything's working correctly. I hope it is, because I don't have my little icon on like I usually do. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. Hold on. We're literally just going to take those out. And we're going to go with it. So we're going to take those out and we're going to go with it. Well, okay then. This is going to be part 2. Since literally I took out the headphones and my whole camera just decided to close out on me. And I'm not restarting a read. I don't run that way. Everything happens for a legitimate reason. 22 seconds on the clock. So, we got the 4 of Cups. It came out in reverse with the 6 of Pentacles. Okay? The 6 of Pentacles, I'm kind of feeling you're playing both parts. The giver and the receiver. Seriously. Because it's like at this time you're starting to legitimately become the student and the teacher. With the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, you're becoming the student and the teacher. You're going to be teaching, but when everybody's talking and, you know, conversating and, like, you know, in essence, like on how a classroom goes, the only difference is you're going to be learning as the people that you're helping are talking. This came out yesterday, I do believe. Either it was yesterday or the day before. So, I'm going to be doing my full moon and my Lionsgate and all that fun. I got a full moon, Lionsgate, and post shadow retrograde to get done. So, that's maybe what I may be doing today. Get all that stuff done, all that stuff. Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's lonely at the top of your world. You're bored, but you can't really do anything about it right now. You have to kind of wait. You have to wait for the opportunity to sit here and like come in. Once it comes in, you'll be ready. You're just sitting there on your throne. Literally, you're just, and I can completely resonate with that one. I'm getting stuff done when I can get done, like I'm sure you are. Like if you have meetings or appointments or stuff to go and sit there and slowly cut through the fucking red tape and this, that, and the other. I'm pretty sure that, you know, that's something that can be, you're just sitting there, just sitting pretty, doing your thing. Pick them up. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. The Page of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Page of Cups and Nine of Pentacles. See, you're on your way. It's just what this tells me is that you're getting ready to go over ground. Literally say that. What's on the bottom of the damn deck? The Chariot, and it was in reverse. And what did I say? You're literally getting ready to go over ground. And I look below, and what card is there? The Chariot. Dude, 444 just passed. And I literally said, you're getting ready to go down ground that you've never been down. You look at the bottom of the deck, Chariot's in reverse. What more of a confirmation do you fucking need? Seriously. Seriously. And that Ten of Wands came back to see us. Came out in the struggle. You know what that tells me? You're more than on your way. I was getting ready to say, you're more than on your way. Plain and simply. Judgment's in your favor. Two of Wands. The Magician. Yeah, no, if I hold the deck the correct way, the Knight of Swords was in the reverse, pointing towards Judgment, going towards Two of Wands, going towards the Magician. You're going towards Judgment. You're basically walking into your own orchard and be able to pick your abundance, more or less. Not physically, but you get the idea. And see, you've been manifesting and talking and working on yourself and doing the work and everything else. So, yeah. Let's sit here and clarify, shall we? Nine of Pentacles. What did I fucking tell you in the beginning of the first video? I think I said, if you would metaphorically turn around, this goes double for my ass, you would see what's being offered. Now, mind you, in all fairness, some of us may not be quite here yet. You may be still in the processes of working on it. The Ten of Cups with the Tower. What did I just say? The Three of Wands. You're still in the process of working on it before you do anything. I just heard something hit my window. Yeah, Ten of Cups, you're in the process of working on it. See, you're showing people that what happens if you do the actual work. If you do the actual work, and there goes my ear, if you do the actual work on yourself and you follow what's being shown, regardless what happens, then guess what? 8:18 on the clock, but then guess what? You're going to naturally reap the benefits of you're going to naturally reap the benefits. You know, some things are a little harder to do. Four of Wands. But you're showing that, hey, guess what? Once you understand, no different than me. I got this place, I lost my job, I tried to find a job. I couldn't find a job. I stood in my truth. I looked at myself. I took a nice, long, hard look at myself. And it wasn't because I put myself in this situation. It was simply because I was, in essence, repeating a cycle because I hadn't caught on yet. Once I caught on, and I was realizing, like, oh, okay, so this and this was just to show me this, yada, yada, yada. And then I started doing this shit up, and I'm up to damn near 300 videos now on YouTube. Not to mention like the 30, 31 on Rumble. But I stood in my truth. Literally, I stood in my truth. I weeded out the bullshit, like right now. Is there a chance that I'm going to be homeless again? Yeah, there is. I'm not even going to lie, there is. Movement. What did I just fucking say? Literally. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. We are all doing what we're supposed to be doing. 10:11 on the clock just passed. You know, you're in the it came out, I think it came out in reverse. It fell on the floor and it fell face down, so I'm not for sure. But you're legitimately starting to get the slow movement. It's not gonna be fast. It doesn't need to be fast. We don't want fast movement. Like I keep on saying, yeah, you know, you can have a viral moment, okay, fine, whatever. Have your little 15 minutes of fame and then go back to your ordinary life. Is that what you want, or do you want the longevity of it? I don't know about you, but I would much prefer longevity myself. Walk away from everything else that does not serve you. Perfect example, just like this fucking channel and me doing readings every day. I'm not even gonna lie, 11:11 on the clock. I've probably netted maybe 50, 60 bucks altogether within about a year, year and a half, 2 years of doing this. Okay, fine, yeehaw. But I don't do this for the money. I mean, it would be nice. Yes, it would be very nice. To be able to sit here and do personal reads and pay my bills and, you know, literally just do that. But if I'm meant to do that, then guess what? That will happen down the road. Right now, I'm doing something that I enjoy, regardless if I get paid for it or not. I'm helping people. I'm giving you clarity. I'm helping you understand what you're going through. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Guess what you're not dealing with no more? That's why you're sitting here bored, because you're sitting here, you're looking and seeing and everybody else and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. And guess what? You're just not dealing with the BS. Okay, well, the Knight of Cups decided it wanted to go on the Queen of Cups, so we put it on the Queen of Cups. You have been saying, you already know what you got to do. You already know what you got to do. I mean, do I really need to say anything about the sun? Come on now. Do I really need to say anything about the sun? Going there, 1313. No need to be defensive. Just, there's a big difference between being defensive and standing your ground. Remember, your walls are naturally at your knees. It's where you can step over. Just because you're in your emperor energy does not mean you need to be a douchebag. Why do you think I say small steps? You're not going to start out trying to sit there and do whatever you're doing in front of 50,000 people. Let's try on a smaller scale. Let's try, a handful. Let's try a handful. Because guess what? We got the ultimate pair on the board, 1411. The Empress over that Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're still in the process. See, you know how to love yourself like I know how to love myself, okay? In the comfort of my own home, not around nobody, where I am king. Where you are queen or you are king, whatever the fuck you are. What that's saying is we gotta understand 1441. We gotta understand that how to express this in an outward fashion to where people are gonna grasp a hold of the subject and be able to bring it back to us and run with it at the same damn time. Learning process. There is a learning process to this because, like I said, you're getting ready to go down. You're getting ready to go down unfamiliar territory. 1511. A lot of ones in this read, especially on the clock. You're getting ready to go down in all new territory. It's going to be time to celebrate. Now, this may be a physical celebration. This may just be an attaboy. This may be a pat on the back. Whatever the fucking case may be. But you're in the Fool energy. This is what we want. You being in the Fool, and guess what? That's where your new beginnings start. That's where your new beginning happens. All because we're focusing on what matters most. 1555 just passed. We're focusing on us. If you're not legitimately sitting there and making me smarter or improving my life or helping me out like I am you, then you have no business being around me. And that's the way that you're starting to look at it now. Because you're walking away from everything that legitimately does not serve you. So, congratulations. You've been putting in the work. You've been, as Hulk Hogan used to say, you've been saying your prayers and eating your vitamins. Basically. More or less. So, yeah, no, you're sitting here and you're really getting everything figured out and testing the waters and paying attention to stuff that you wouldn't normally pay attention to. So, congratulations. Good work. Until next time, namaste.